hear me?
I can hear you. So, for the record, the song I chose for us to start with was Pickle Milk for a reason. You and your current pickle situation.
That's right. I've been learning some pickling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone was confused when I started off with that. Yeah, I've been getting pictures of pickles. That still don't sound right. That still don't sound right at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
not pickled carrots.
Pickled carrots. Pickled carrots.
I figured out the cucumber. I found a fun, good tasting cucumber that I like.
Mm.
So,
But yeah, we have
pickled carrots are the new snack sensation in the Hutt household. One.
I have to go ahead and say it. Yes, we know. We've not done this since August 25th, but there has been a lot going on, but a lot of good things. For once, as I bring us up here now on live, hi.
Let's open it up.
Yeah, I'm not exhausted. Isn't that weird? I've actually gotten some rest. And I actually grew my hair back, too. That's right. Last time they saw me, I still had the mohawk. I still got to get it shaved off again. I grew a beard, shaved it, grew my hair out. Haven't shaved it yet. But yeah, it's good to see everybody again. For anyone who doesn't know, hi, Rob Barefoot here. I'm here with James Hutt, Mayor of Balancetown. We're going to be going through questions on pretty much anything Cyberpunk Red, mechanics, a little bit of lore, curveballs I already expect from y'all. And to start this off right off the bat, as of 2 days ago, we have successfully launched the Shadow Scar Core Rulebook Kickstarter. It is finally up and kicking and going. And as of yesterday, exactly at 2 p.m. Eastern, we actually got funded. So that's now still set and going. You can find the URL in the channel. Let me see if I can pin it. Can I pin it? Will it let me? YouTube never stop being weird. It never stops being weird. Anyway,
it's good. We're just super happy that it got funded so quickly, and we got 30 more days to make it the best game launch we can. So I just want to say thank you to anybody who backed it. And if you haven't backed it, it'd be a great time to do that.
Yeah, because right now the main thing is we're making sure the PDF and the core rulebook are the main things about it. If you get it through the Kickstarter, it is going to be cheaper than it is on release. That's going to be the main things. I think we're $10 cheaper for both. 10 for the core, 5 for the PDF.
I wouldn't
quote on it. I have to pull up my notes.
On anything.
Yeah. And I see a question about Cyberpunk Legends. We're not the best folks to ask about that one. That's our people over at the I always want to call them Night Shift. That's with, oh my goodness, I am not going to mispronounce it. They have been way too supportive. How am I brain farting on this? Where are you? Yeah, Night Crew Games. I keep wanting to call them Night Shift Crew. I keep wanting to call them that, and I have to stop myself each time. But yeah, they've done well with their Kickstarter. It's a good time. It's a good time right now. So, James, what have you been up to? Because I'll go on for about 10 hours if I start talking about the stuff I've been up to.
I have been writing for Cyberpunk and looking fossilized violence into the bat. As well. FV, as we call it internally, is set to pretty solidly come out Q1 next year. We're excited to keep that moving. Of course, this is the week of Shadow Scar, his big Kickstarter launch. So that's the main focus this week in terms of our thoughts, prayers, etc. And but other than that, I've been writing on Cyberpunk. Mostly, I've been working on little spicy stuff for the next interface bonus article, although it is beginning to stretch the concept of what is an article and what is just a small book in the back of the book for free.
Yeah. That's
novella. It is getting to novella length.
We're going in too deep with it.
No,
not too deep. I'm laughing about how much it's growing. I'll at least say this because we're not going to tell you what's in it beyond what we already have. But Even the playtesters, I feel bad
Not
for
the
them
place
right
for
now. The playtesters are sweating.
I like the playtest feedback we're getting. It's good. It's good.
I wish we could talk about it, but we can't.
It reminds me of a lot of 2020 feedback that people were getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
Yeah, there is
so anyway, I kind of expect the people listening to this to be usual suspects most of the time. Those are the people tuning in usually. But what we're doing is Solo of Fortune 2045. We're taking one of my absolute favorite Splat books from the 2020 era, and I've gotten to, remake it for the 2045 era. In as the same kind of cool in-world artifact that it used to be as well. I'm getting very excited about how it's coming along. I think it's going to be very, very fun. And definitely I'm having just as much fun as I did in martial arts. So y'all are going to have a good time too.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say the size of it yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because we don't know because it's not in layout and there's the art isn't in there.
Yeah,
and,
I don't want to say it's as big as martial arts yet. We'll see. We'll see if it matches Cyberfist of Fury. Because Cyberfist of Fury was the biggest one we've done.
Manuscript wise, I can say that I have said that it has more fiction pieces in it than we've ever done in a bonus article. Because we're trying to make it feel like a magazine a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the manuscript's longer than Cyberpunk of Fury. But of course, we are still we're in testing now, so.
Yeah, and it's
anyway.
I've already read through it, and the articles in it are good. Like they're just good. Like they're sassy as shit, for lack of a better term. I
made them better. I made them way better.
They have that vibe. They have that vibe.
I was first draft. They're in second draft. Please, dude. When it comes out, just read the final and then pretend like that was always how it read.
Got you. To answer some quick questions in chat, I am not going to make the mayor's desk into a thread channel. That will turn into a nightmare and a mess quick. The purpose of that channel is just so that we have a backlog of questions we can answer as we go down. I always tell people, ask the questions you want us to answer on stream there. If you're wanting to get more definitive questions answered, ask in just the rules chat. I mean, we have a huge community, people who treat Cyberpunk Red's core handbook like a Bible. So if you want more explicit quick questions, that's where you go. For the Mayor's Desk channel is just to us, and I don't want to complicate it more than it already is. And multiple threads and multiple group topics means the same questions get asked over and over again. And we already have that enough. We really do.
In fact, today, I have asked Rob to not ask me any questions that have been asked before.
I'm going to try to. I've already done some screening. A little bit.
I am super excited to get into that, and we're also going to do our normal length show and not a magical double length show.
Yeah, let's not.
Just to start out, just to get our feet back in. So
yeah, because it's been a little.
I'm ready to fight, Rob.
I'm
ready to fight, Rob. This is a transition.
Time to argue.
We are going.
Okay. All right, let's go. First question. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So this is from OMG LOL WTF BBQ. They've asked questions before in the past. I recognize that name because it sticks out. A question about time blocks for taking actions. This is going to get interesting.
Time blocks.
Yeah.
What's a time block?
Let's find out their definition. Some actions like countering active/passive defenses. Some actions like countering active or passive defenses, defusing a bomb, or planting a virus take a very long time in combat. Similarly, some weapons like the arachnid grenade from Black Chrome take 10 rounds to do its thing. With how fast combat goes, I can't see a way any of these would be practical or fun for the person doing it, spending several turns continuing the same action. Then, when out of combat, time passes at a snap of a finger because it's narrative time. How do the devs or GMs at RTAL handle or balance these situations? I'll let you go on it.
Okay, first off, things sometimes work the way they do because that's how it makes sense for them to work in a real world sense. You can start a combat. Somebody can throw one of those in narrative time, right? And then, or you can and you can say, oh, it's been, there are 4 rounds left on this effect. There are tons of ways to do it. I will say that you not being able to figure out how it might be interesting is nothing to do with game balance. They are those are typically okay, remove any of those at your own, at your own risk. Those are not so much a good idea to remove. We don't want people disarming bombs that are supposed to be like cool and cinematic in a combat time. But maybe just as he finishes the disarming, some guys run around the corner and oh no, now there's a combat and we have to protect this guy. I think that there's several ways you can do it interestingly on table. But if you're a player looking at these things, like, are these tools that I want to bring, that I want to play with, then your choice to play with something or not to play with something, that's up to you and your character's motivations. And I kind of don't understand what question you're asking here somewhat, and I'm trying not to be a bitch about it. It sort of sounds like I don't like it, therefore it's bad. Which I don't think, but I do get that question a lot, phrased in that way, where it's a question, it's a statement asked in the form of a question. Anyway, I think I'm done with that, Rob.
Want my take?
Sorry, apparently I've been drinking vinegar.
No, I like it when we're a little spicy in here. We write for Cyberpunk. We got to have some kind of attitude back.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, is my take.
We've read a lot of these questions.
We have. This is my take on it. Speed always moves at the speed of the narrative. When it comes to something like the arachnid grenade, that to me, in all the games I've had it used, is a setup weapon. You don't use it in combat. You use it as the first thing you do in combat. Let's say you and your team are around a corner. You know a group of enemies is around the corner. You take the grenade and cook it. And whenever someone pulls that pin, I give them in real time how long it takes to go off and then how long it takes to pop. So they throw it around a corner. They've already cooked it for a little bit. When it hits that group, of course it pops. They're not going to know where it came from if they hit a proper stealth check. So it gives them a little extra time. So 10 rounds is 30 seconds in normal time. Don't be afraid to switch back and forth. When it comes to a virus, if you're putting in a virus that takes a long, long time, don't forget, while you're jacked in, you can still take actions to move around and prevent yourself from getting killed. Your friends are blocking you. You just became the objective to protect. Everything still is passing at a decent speed. But in this case, it's not a balance thing. It is, what do you feel as a GM makes it flow better? Like, do you want to let them do what I just mentioned, throwing around a corner, giving them a few extra seconds before it arms and the adhesive hardens? It's up to you. Whatever keeps the story going, and if something feels broken, adjust it later. That's your right as a GM to do. I mean, the game is at your whim.
I think that arachnid grenade is really good at preventing an enemy from escaping that you weren't planning on killing.
Ooh, good point. That's right.
Just because a lot of people go white room when they think about things, and they don't they assume that enemies are to be murdered, and the secret, the first gate of Cyberpunk Game Master Enlightenment is these people shouldn't be fighting to the death, probably because they want to live. And the second gate is, what are the reasons why they might want to fight to the death?
Yeah, it's, if you ever hear us use the term white room,
third
it's
gate is,
thinking in a
even
vacuum.
be there? Should they even be there fighting in the first place? And then, we get on to, oh, okay, the people in these need to be motivated, and then they need to be story motivated, and then suddenly you're writing the plot to to Blade Runner 4. because you're like, no, he hates synths. You have to understand. So he wouldn't run away from this because he would be insulted by the idea that the synth could be also a detective.
Careful, I'm going to drag you into my Blade Runner game. But yeah,
I don't want to be in your Blade Runner.
Yes, you do. You know you do.
I
will drag your tail into it. But to say it too, because we did just use the White Room term. White Room is something I even used today earlier to describe. It's whenever you think of combat or anything like that in a vacuum. There's always a lot of different kind of context going on, which is why sometimes it's hard to properly answer a question, and we have to say GM's call, because a GM would know what is happening in that situation. So if we say White Room, it basically means like, today I disarmed the whole, Sigma Frame martial arts meta build, and I go, quit thinking in a White Room. A GM, knowing you're doing that purely to get the stats, will work around that and make it difficult. A linear frame doesn't do you any good if you have to walk into an area that, you can't go in without either removing your linear frame or completely disabling it because they don't allow combat implants. You have to think of things as a whole. And when it comes to a question like that, and we're sticking on this one for a while because I actually want us to discuss more deeper in this. People know we're not rushing them. It comes down to what you feel as a GM feels right for the story at the time. Yes, that's a GM's call.
I think they vibe with that. Why don't we let's go to the next question and let's
the next question is much more easier to answer.
Because we very much might have to get back into this again later.
I think we will.
The idea that we may have to repeat ourselves later. Let's go to the next
one. I cannot pronounce this person's name. LGN McRules. I guess that's their initials, McRules. I don't know. Can you equip multiple weapons in the same turn? Can you do so while also stowing a weapon? Can you stow multiple weapons at the same turn? I already know half the answer to this is you can only stow once. That's one action.
Draw and drop are a free action. You can, if you have 4 gun. Okay, I'm a 4-armed Borg, right? I have 4 pistols. I can draw them all into free hands if they're readily accessible, like in cool holsters on my stomach.
All arms grab, whip them out at the same time.
Oh, yep, that's a free action. That didn't take anything. Technically, if I had a tech upgraded shoulder thing to give me 6 arms, I could also do that with 6 guns. And in which case, I would have 6 guns.
6 shooters.
Thank you.
That's actually remember that movie Puppet Master? One of the 6 shooters had like 4 arms. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Yes. I'll stop the tangent before it starts. We don't need to go into my deep knowledge of bad horror movies.
I think I went immediately to General Grievous.
Actually, fair. Yeah, you think General Grievous, I think Twisted Puppet movie. Okay. But yeah, it's
I like Star Trek. Star Trek. What can I say?
If I remember right, so stowing does take an action if I do remember right? Dropping doesn't, yes, stowing does because
doesn't.
Yeah, because stowing, you're fitting them back into your holster. I'll let you go. Sorry.
Drop the gun and grab another one. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I was saying is, it's basically you have to know where your holster is and slot them back in. So you do it, drop, let go. But if you're just dropping it, you can drop and do that cool movie thing of drawing another gun before it even hits the ground, just because badassery, you know?
Yes, you can be Reaper from Overwatch, if you want.
You mean Marvel Rivals?
No,
Overwatch isn't Overwatch anymore. It's just Marvel Rivals now because Marvel Rivals is better. Sorry. Yeah, I'm caffeinated. It's a good day.
You don't need to get into it. You're caffeinated. I've been drinking vinegar. Let's go next.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so the next one, from Thomas Satowski. Stop. I can never pronounce their name. I feel so bad. Thomas
Satowski?
No, Thomas Satowski. That's how it's pronounced. Can the Dirk combat jacket fit 4 grenades, 2 clips of 2 grenades, or alternatively 2 rockets, 1 by 1? Description is as follows. 2 standard-sized clips of ammunition can be concealed in the jacket without a check. Grenades aren't clips, they're grenades.
Grenades aren't... Yeah. Right. Yeah. And technically we mean magazines.
Yeah.
By the way. We use the term interchangeably.
You just pissed off so many gun bros.
I look, and they're caseless, okay? So it might be more useful to have a clip in a caseless weapon.
to say.
Like
I'm on
a
the
stripper club.
for me.
But we don't know.
I know the difference between magazines and clips. I know the difference between them. Don't look at me.
But people forget. People
They do.
forget
They do.
that in 2045, caseless ammunition, not cased ammunition, is the standard. Personally, I wish we went full Trounds. I wish we were Tround pilled, but we're not. I think Trounds are the coolest thing ever for cyberpunk weapons. And that's why I really like the City Hunter.
That is actually my favorite gun to use.
Also, the City Hunter is based on a very, very cool anime that if you've not seen, it's just a classic.
That's one of the if I'm wanting to do a smart weapon build, I typically will track down a City Hunter. Like my fixer Miser, he's got one because it's the cheapest way to use smart weapons. You basically get double the ammunition for that same price. It's so nice. But yeah, I was just double checking here. The Dirt Combat Jacket. It's we literally say clips, magazines. So we're not referring to grenades and or rockets, because if you've ever looked at pictures of World War II of anybody who's got the rockets or mortars over their shoulders or grenades sitting there, they stick out. And while that is a puffy yellow jacket,
I don't know. I think technically we're wrong.
I say whatever the GM allows is what the GM allows. If he's going by pure wording, no. If the GM is cool, a GM will just go, yeah, sure.
And the other thing is, it probably shouldn't be that difficult.
No.
To actually hide that amount of rockets.
Well,
even jacket or no jacket, the part here is without a check.
Yeah, it's without a check. That's the big thing. I would say it's still, 2 magazines, standard sized. A grenade is not standard sized for a magazine.
And frankly, I probably would have written that totally differently now.
Yeah. Time has changed. God, this was
changed.
This was book, I think it was 3 for Cyberpunk Red. This was old, man. This was when y'all first reached.
There's some bangers in Black Chrome, don't get me wrong, but the Dirt Combat Jacket is now.
Man, it's
not one of my finest.
Yeah,
works.
2023, and I know this was the beginning of 2023. This is when y'all first started talking to me. Jay hit me up and said, hey, you want to do previews for it? I was so giddy back in those days. Still am.
Well, look at you now.
Yeah, people can't say I'm overworked for once. Yeah, I see y'all with those bingo tickets. All right, so now, hey, we got a Going Metal question from Jamcom. I see them with their Helldivers 2 tag. Awesome. When Going Metal states Borgs do not take humanity loss when installing linear frames, does that extend to the Black Chrome frames?
You can make a Borg with a Black Chrome frame.
Mm-hmm.
There is 100%. That works that way. Yes.
I'm going to ask you an additional question, a personal one for me.
The reason they aren't any of them aren't in there is because we'd have to reprint a bunch of stuff, and when we make bonus articles, we like to have more new stuff.
We try to not reprint.
We only reprint when we have to, or when it's going to be the best design anyway, or when the lore is like, no, this was what this was, and you made a new version of this thing, and now you're making a new version of that thing that had that previous thing, and you already so.
Do you happen to
we
have?
ran into that on the next one.
Do you happen to have a pretty solid memory of which frames are in Black Chrome? I want to ask you, which one would you like to throw in up?
The Vermilion, I believe, is one of them.
The Riot and the I forgot the other one.
Fuma Kotaro.
Fuma Kotaro, thank you. Yeah.
Fuma Kotaro is very good. It gives you a bunch of extra stuff, if I remember.
Yeah, it gives you the blade arms and everything.
But I think Vermilion might be like the best mechanically to put in, because the jump boosters are really cool, and I believe it even has the sprint.
It does
as well.
It's got
both of those
effectively skate feed, if I remember right.
Both of those are really scary on an FBC, just because movement is really powerful.
Yeah, I gotta say, for me, it'd be the Riot.
People don't think move is a powerful skill. They have not played a lot of. Well, then again, if you're playing entirely Theater of the Mind, the move stat is kind of bunk.
Yeah, I like I said, I like the
Unless,
Riot just
you
because
know,
it
you're playing
eliminates
with Mega Mind.
climbing and it eliminates swimming. It's just freedom of movement. You don't get the additional move, but you can move around stuff much easier. I think it's the Riot one. But yeah. Nice little question. Not too crazy. Okay, this is one I think that may need clarification on what leg gets the injury. From Judebug, can a character with the dismembered leg critical injury still evade attacks while in a cyber chair?
I believe that is called out specifically in the Cyberchair stats. As that's not a thing. The Cyberchair is check the Cyberchair stat block. I know it's long. I'm sorry.
On it.
But it has if you were to get a critical injury, it also happens to the chair. Something like that in there. That is meant to make it not like an answer to the critical injury system.
All right, I'm on it right now. Mark Thompson's work.
The Cyberchair is supposed to solve several problems at the same time. It's supposed to be a cool piece of cyberware, and it's also supposed to be an accessibility, minded item. So because of that, it does have specific rules associated with it.
Right,
and
this is effectively what I see for both of them. Any critical injury the pilot suffers that lowers their move will instead lower the move granted to the pilot by the Cyberchair. Quick fixes and treatment to remove the effects of the critical injury are applied to the chair and follow the rules for critical injuries and cybertech on page 223 of the Cyberpunk Red Core Rulebook.
Right. So you can't. If it says you can't dodge, you can't dodge.
Let me do this. Did I say 223 or 233? I'll find out in a second, by the way.
I don't remember.
Yeah, 223 is what I said, because 233 ain't got it. All right.
This is the check the light bulb. Is it cold?
Yep. I'm just double checking
Your 3 light switches. Go upstairs and check the light bulb.
I gotta laugh.
I think they got this one.
Yeah,
maybe we move on.
Yeah. All right. I'll let it be. I'm just I was just double checking it, but all right. Yeah. So from Duba, this is a quick one. What do you call someone who plays stickball? Do we say
cool guy?
A piranha?
We don't call them stickballers. If that's where you're going with that. That is not the term.
Ooh, we got a question from Judebug again.
Perhaps the lore has some kind of word somewhere in that, but if you're asking this question, you've probably read it before.
Yeah,
I would say feel free to invent whatever you like. Stickballer sounds pretty bad, so maybe don't go with that. Go with your better judgment.
Another question from Judebug. This is on page 4 of Going Quiet. It says, stealth is broken when directly interacting with, for example, attacking black ice or a watcher. What counts as directly interacting with a black ice for the purpose of fulfilling this condition? Can I place my own black ice in the architecture, for example? You want me to pop open
so
Going Quiet?
You're setting something up to directly interact. That does break it. Yes, that breaks it. Attacking them, activating a program to target them, everything but sliding past them, I'm pretty sure.
All right, we can come back to this one if you want me to. I can just pop it open, but yeah, it feels about right.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it feels about right. All right, next one's from Uniphosaurus Rex. What do we got here from the dude? Ooh. Can a concealment sleeve go over a meat limb to conceal a cyber weapon? And does using a pop-up or other cyber weapon in a limb covered with the concealment sleeve damage the concealment sleeve such that it is rendered inoperable until repaired? Or do you just have a limb which permanently appears organic to sensors? I think that's another going quiet
Right.
question.
That is another going quiet question. I believe the concealment sleeve is not designed with pop-up weapons in mind. And as to if you wanted to pop up a weapon through the sleeve, that's probably an extra. I'm pretty sure your Ripper can cut through it, if you really want, but that would hurt it. There's also no reason you can't just do this. So I think that answers your question. You can put it on a meat limb, by the way. There's nothing saying you can't. Well, there you get the idea.
All right. Let's see what time we're up to. We're already up to the last 20 minutes. We've been jabbering.
Oh yeah. I've been trying to
urge
I
me
want to
along.
get some questions in today.
All right. Fisher5 asks, okay, for resing your own black ice, what is considered a valid target? Can it be any black ice you're aware of? Example, you're on floor 1, and with a successful Pathfinder roll, you know that there's a scorpion on floor 2 that has not encountered you yet. Can you res your killer on floor 1 and send it to the scorpion on floor 2 without actually encountering the scorpion? I don't believe that's how that works.
No. Here's how it works. Movement in the net is free. So if you're on floor 1 and you're aware of floor 4, and you want to move between floors 1 and 4, and there's no pass wall in between you, and there's no black ice between you and then, you're essentially on floors 1 and 4 already, because movement is free. And when you're on the same floor, it's there, you can target it. On your turn, you can how people have a xylophone and they take the hammer and they go. You can do that. Movement is free in the net. Unless you encounter a net obstruction, and of course, every time you pass by a black ice lying in wait, you have to interact with it.
Now, I think what he's asking is, can he send out black ice like a Pokemon?
You
to send it up and down
floors.
floors.
That's how black ice works, but it doesn't work. You can't send it to a floor that you're not on. What I'm saying is, effectively, you don't need to, unless you don't have access to that floor because you haven't walked to it. Walking is free. There is no reason to do that.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to avoid having to deal with the black ice altogether. They're wanting to, they're trying to be on floor 1. They want to drop their black ice on that floor they're on and then send it to the next floor, even though there's no obstruction. They want to make the black ice move.
That's not how black ice works.
That's what I thought. That's the reason why I was kind of getting confused there. I'm like,
black ice laying in wait. It's a trap for somebody who walked past that floor.
Yeah.
So think about it this way. You want an enemy netrunner to have to walk up to your floor to talk to you. So you want the trap to be able to work, and they want the trap to be able to work. They laid that as a trap for a reason. Essentially, you can't 10-foot pole in the net or throw black ice into other floors. That's not how it works.
All right.
I will say that is cool, but it makes the netrunner feel like a summoner, not like a hacker.
I've run into this exact question before, so when I was reading that, I knew where this was going. That's what I was trying to make sure you caught when I was coming across
now,
with
back in the day, in 2020, they had these things called daemons that essentially did that. We don't have those in Red.
Razor Grizzly asks,
murder on rules, by the way. You'd load them with their own black ice programs, like a black ice. And they made everything take so long.
Razor Grizzly wants to ask, how would you rule a player trying to act as cover for another player? Say physically blocking shots with or without a shield. Would it be like a human shield rules without the grapple required since it's someone else acting?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, it's line of sight.
There you go. It's line of sight. They don't have line of sight on you, they can't shoot you.
Yeah.
Technically, you should need line of sight. If they're popping their head out to do stuff, then you could treat them like cover.
Yes.
Frankly, it's most of the time going to be pretty difficult for someone to not be able to go around, get a line of sight, by movement. But I guess if somebody said, I'm going to try to be cover, and you would assume that they could turn their body.
Yeah, I don't see... I think the only situation that I see you shooting around somebody would be as if you're using smart weapons. You know?
Or tight hallway.
Yeah.
I could see tons of... the reason... oh, that's very bright. Oh.
Yeah, you're just getting blinded.
Right.
Just blinded.
Okay. Yeah. The day is moving forward. The light just hit a huge wall of glass over there and just came for me.
Next question I can go ahead and answer because we've answered before. Thomas Stowski asks, all right, gun fu tactical reload works for shotguns and rocket launchers, but what about Borg weapons that need 2 actions? If you read the combat reload, it says it accounts for 1 action. So it does not give you a free reload of Borg weapons that take 2 actions. Sorry, I knew that already.
Pretty cool though.
To answer a question in chat, when we get another Black Chrome book in terms of vehicle upgrade content,
and then finish.
It still gets it done in one turn.
I can't answer.
I was going to say we cannot talk about future books. We don't talk about future books here, and we're not going to confirm it. We've already said Rustic Chrome is unfortunately no longer happening, and people will see content from it, but it will not be as a solo release.
There's a lot of really fun weapons that are going to be in Solo of Fortune 2045 that you might be interested in.
Was it... What release was it that we actually... I don't think it was Single Player Plus. I think it was... God. I think it might have been...
Wait a second.
My brain is going.
What are you talking about, my man?
It's the same one that we had Nat's long barrel pistol in. It was a DLC. I can't remember which one. I can't remember. It's not important.
That's a Christmas DLC.
Gotcha.
That's Redness.
That was Redness? That was that far back? Oh my god. All right,
Redness was only December, dude.
Oh god, we're almost at December. All right, so next question.
It's not even Halloween.
Look, I know. I'm wanting to go
Halloween a month.
I'm wanting to go down to Halloween Horror Nights. Don't remind me. I've been trying to find a way to do it. So Jeff DeWitt asks, so I'm going to be starting up a new D&D 5th edition. I'm not going to answer this question.
Raider? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Huh.
We're playing exclusively using the Elfline rules, right?
Apparently so.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is a question that, okay, this question's not that bad. At first I had to see where this was going. My brain glitched at that first part.
The drama. What is it?
So I'm going to be starting up a new D&D 5th edition game soon. And I was looking at all the mechanical tools Red had added to my toolbox. Auto fire, cyber psychosis, chokes, throws, etc. What tools have you taken from Red to apply to other games, and did they work well? They want to know if we've used any Red mechanics in other TTRPGs we play.
I play?
You look so on the spot.
I like to look when I play other tabletop role-playing games. I'm playing them because they're not Red.
Yeah, yeah.
This would be a great question for like a GM that did not also design Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah. I will say that's the same thing for me. Like
when people want me to I GM all the time. I'm just the person that my players, my friends, people that know me want me to be, because most of the time, if they do GM, they don't want me to be there going like, oh, that's fun. I like how you did that, Jen. No, they want to be, oh, finally I get to be a player. The true forever GMs are game designers. I'm just letting everyone who's a forever GM know.
Yeah,
there is another stage. There is another stage below you.
Yeah, I've imported stuff from a Cyberpunk adjacent game into Red, but never taken anything from Red out to other games because there really isn't. I mean, unless you're trying to run Cyberpunk in 5th edition, which that's a whole funny article I'm sure we all remember that we memed on, but like the main other game I play is Fabula Ultima, and it's got nothing like it. Nothing like it.
When I play other tabletop role-playing games, I'm playing them to not play Red.
Yeah.
Because I'm writing Red all the time and I'm playing Red a lot too.
I could tell you've been in dev mode because you're like, no, I don't. I don't.
I try not to. It'd be like walking into somebody else. Look, it'd be like, as a director, walking into somebody else's movie and being like, can I put some of my movie in this movie?
It's like walking into a Marvel movie and go, hey, have you guys read this comic about Batman? This Moon Knight guy's a lot like Batman. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's yeah, don't do that.
Could you imagine, though, putting anything Cyberpunk Red in Fabula Ultima? Like the opposite game design.
So
in the best way that we love.
I'm gonna point something out.
Yes, it's not compatible at all.
I'm gonna point out some Fabula Ultima mess. Techno Fantasy. It's their Cyberpunk thing, right? Cyberpunk Edgerunners and Cyberpunk Red are actually listed as references, but the way they handle cybernetics is completely different. The way they handle anything like that's completely different. They have their own way of doing it, and it's a nice change from whenever I do Cyberpunk. But when I get, if I want to have some grit, I got Cyberpunk. That's the best way to put it. If you can find something useful in it, go for it. But for us, we play other games to not play our own game a little bit so that we can get, yeah. I hate to say it like that, but we got our tastes, and the only reason why I even use Blade Runner stuff over in Cyberpunk sometimes is because inspiration, But Blade Runner is also an investigative detective game. So if I want to get a detective itch, that's where I can get some good ideas from. But yeah, it's more importing, not exporting. Yeah. Okay, this is a question from Peregrine. Interesting one. Are there any plans to make another version of the core book to incorporate some errata that has been discussed in the mayor's desk or FAQs? Not at this time.
Everyone with a bingo card that says we can't talk about future projects can
mark it off.
They already have.
They already have, but
they already checked it off.
You also have to remember, almost all the questions we get on Mayor's Desk are niche. And if we made a book that covered every single niche circumstance, the book would be 500 pages, and Mike would laugh at us again.
And no one would buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
nobody.
While you have to remember in a very funny way, and I'm going to tell a Night City 2045 story. I'm going to tell it. It's not going to reveal anything in it, but it's funny. The first run through, whenever the idea was pitched, Mike actually teased us a little bit, and he says, "You're going to need a forklift to lift that thing." That's literally what he said. So
getting the best content you possibly can into the page count of a book is the bar keeps going up and up, and the bar has not gone up on how long your book can be. That's always been a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
But the bar on how much juice can you cram into this cardboard box has gone up and up and up. So at this point, we are the types of things we put in books are just the juiciest thing we possibly can. Not like, so basically things have changed, right? A whole book of how to be a GM in this particular system. Books targeted like that don't really sell anymore. We have Listen Up, You Primitive Screwheads, and I doubt we will get another Listen Up.
Yeah.
Things have changed, good and bad. We have the DLC system for letting us relive some parts of the past, and for doing crazy stuff that we want to do, and it's just a cool thing we get to do, honestly, every month. That's gonna be, I don't know. I'm tangenting. I'm pulling myself off the tangent. I'm now back.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to come back to it.
I'm back. I'm back. Huh?
There is no way that we can quite literally account for every single thing that will happen at every single table, every single time you play, and to attempt to only makes a very muddy system. All we can do is give you the tools to be able to make the choices yourself. If something don't feel right, you have the power to change it. Our calls do not overrule you. And quite literally breaking the rules is something every GM should be doing at their table when the story feels like it needs to.
Yes, we want you, GM.
I liked how you started to point at the game. All right,
look, I have it on my thing, and I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I know.
But also, the camera is over there.
Yeah.
So I guess I always look like I'm sideways, like a coin.
Right. I'm gonna answer a question that's at least in chat. I've seen him ask it a couple times. I'll at least get your question,
Good.
my dude. From Joseph Kerr, question: how can I thematically apply Muay Thai power conditioning to Gun Fu Wu technique in a reasonable way? He's having trouble explaining that pairing.
Thematically?
Yeah, thematically.
I think thematically you just describe the cool stuff that the person is doing, and then you say, here's how it works. Thematics don't directly describe mechanics with thematics. Use thematics to describe the situation and then say the mechanics. You want your thematical description to be so cool that nobody cares if that is really... If Jackie Chan hits somebody with a ladder and then another guy with a ladder while he's in a ladder, do we think about, wow, that doesn't seem very tactically advantageous? Or do we think that guy hit two guys with a ladder? You know, just make it cool, and mechanically it will fall into place because it's too cool to use the rule of cool to shove peanut butter in between the shingles of the roof to make sure that the house doesn't leak.
In other words, quit worrying about the rules too much and do the fun thing.
Well, no, I just make it cool enough that you don't care.
Yeah, make it cool enough you don't care. It's another way too. I'm going to answer one more question in chat, and then I want to get through the last few here in the chat so that we can at least get up to 8-1. We're getting through, let's see, what is that, July and going into August. So from Mercy Morbid, I know Mercy. Question, for interactive BD development, i.e. coding something like Elflines, would that be more photo/video or Elex Seg Tech? To be honest, I actually can speak on this too, because that's what Miser does. That's what my character does, but you do it. You're the designer. I was going to speak from a character.
I mean, I'm the one writing this month's DLC right now.
Oh, don't. We cannot tease that yet.
You sure?
If I swear to God, if you dare, I'll kill the stream. I'll kill the stream.
Brain dance. Interactive brain dance is not.
You son of a bitch.
Is not the same as. I got notes here. Let me get this.
I feel my ears heating up. Don't do this to me.
They asked the one thing. The difference between brain dance and interactive brain dance is brain dance is total sensory, and interactive brain dance is VR improved by brain dance tech. It's not brain dance in VR. I'm getting notifications. Is that the you bastard? How dare you?
No, I'm just staring at you in my upper left-hand corner. You've expanded your thing.
Oh no!
Get the cursor out of here.
Too bad to actually tab out at the moment. So
I swear to God, you almost leaked. I was gonna kill you. No, you started to. I hope you got your answer there, Mercy. Hope you got it.
You got your answer. Is that making a brain dance is more like shooting a movie, and making an interactive brain dance is a lot more like coding a video game and then plugging in things in modules into Unity that were created in a brain dance program.
Think about how
we do not use Unity, though.
No, we don't.
That would be very, very clear here.
Yeah, we do not use Unity. Think about how Judy was
Unreal.
Think about how Judy was editing the brain dance when you meet her for the very first time. She's sitting back in a chair. She has these apparatuses on her hands, and she's scrolling it like she's running it right there. That's using the Elex Seg Tech.
I don't really remember much about what she was doing.
I remember everything. I can't help it. Like, I played way too much of that game. But she's
That was
sitting
before
back.
I met Pan Am, so I was a different man at the time.
I still say the best choice you can make in 2077 is betraying her, and I am not sorry about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I never help her kill Nash, ever. I get a free car, and then I still get the gun later on.
He still gets the gun. He cares about the car and the gun.
I do. Rogue's better than Pan Am.
Car and the gun.
Rogue's better than Pan Am. It's just true. I feel the 7 million people who watch that short of mine just all at the same time getting pissed all over again. It's the best feeling ever. So
with the queen comes the kingdom. That's all I have to tell you.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on that. Yeah, I there was something about Pan Am I just didn't trust. I'm sorry, I just couldn't trust her. So Lupin asks,
we're from different nomad packs.
Just, well, to be honest, I was corpo in my first playthrough.
I can't trust those Aldecaldos.
It's just something wasn't right. All right, something wasn't right. I'm not going to go into it further. Lupin asks, let's say I were to add a car like Johnny's Porsche. What ground car equivalent would it be, and what would it cost? That's a fun one.
So a Porsche is a supercar. I know. What was that cough for?
Nothing. I'm trying to clear my throat. I've been talking for an hour.
Okay, good. I can't tell. A Porsche is probably going to be that supercar third tier. I don't think it's a. It might be a middle. It might be the middle tier one.
I'll check.
Depending on it. But like, there's a difference between like having a Porsche and having a Bugatti Veyron. And I think that might be the second to third tier car difference.
Speaking about Bugattis, remind me to tell you about the time I woke up in the back of a Maserati drunk. I need to tell you that story sometime.
It has nothing to do with the Bugatti.
Just every time I hear Bugatti, I think Maserati, and that story pops in my head.
That time that you woke up in a new Bugatti?
No, it's just the song came out after that happened to me too, which made it even funnier. I'm trying to track it down. Well, I'm on it. We're having fun with this.
Wait, what are we tracking down?
I'm trying to find this. Never mind.
Looking at cars now?
I was looking at the different car tiers to give a better answer, but for the fun of it.
That is a better answer.
It is a better answer. Okay.
There's 3 tiers of car. There's ground car, there's sports, and then I believe super.
Okay, we got a question here that is way too specific. This would be a mic question. It would also take the stream and YouTube into a place I don't want to go right now. All right, so next one is Thomas Stowski.
Sorry,
again.
You got filtered. I'm sorry, whoever asked that.
Yeah, this is a question I just don't want to answer on YouTube. So Thomas Stowski is would attaching / installing meat limbs on an FBC body cause them to suffer humanity loss?
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't do that anymore.
When you are metal, you are metal. Okay, that's a question.
Also, you don't really need to, but I can understand why you might want to, but that's not how it works.
Yeah. All right. So we will do.
And also, I think you already get Obi Cyberarms for no humanity loss. I think that's a chess puzzle of a question that would.
Yeah. So we have from Vidak. Normally, when an internal linear frame is disabled, usually via EMP, the user's body status is reduced to what it would be without the frame. But what happens when an FBC's internal linear frame is disabled? They have no natural body to fall back upon anymore since they discard it when converting.
All of their components are hardened.
I think so too. Like, I want to say they are.
That actually happens.
I actually want to check this one.
They're not. Check.
I'm gonna check it for myself.
Let's not.
I'm checking it for myself.
I'm pretty sure they're hardened.
Okay. No, I do believe they are. I do believe they are.
Yeah. Imagine how annoying it would be to save up for your FBC and then have the GM just field microwavers every single fight.
That'd be so fucked up. That would be
I
so
believe that's
fucked
like
up.
that because like it would be a impediment to profitability. If you could just jam a microwaver against every single FBC. I don't think if you were an FBC you would want a body that could have that happen to it.
I cannot track it down, and I don't want to hold up any more time. I'll find it later for myself. But I do believe they're all hardened. All right. That actually gets us up to August. So we have actually gone through the end of June and up to July. So we are now... As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and answer the question that I see for August 4th. Does a combat tail count as an arm for the purpose of multi-arm melee? I believe we've said yes to that, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a yes. Okay.
That's exactly like a cyber arm.
Yeah,
I believe.
You know what? I'm gonna answer this next one. Screw it. We're 5 minutes over anyway. From Universalis Rex, can I hold action with the trigger being a specific ally is about to be attacked, and the action being a fitting complementary skill check like tactics to give them a +1 on their evasion roll?
Yeah.
I would make my players say how it would help them in that second. I don't see why not. I would make my players say what they're doing though.
That sounds cool. I help push him out of the way.
Yeah.
If he does this, I'm gonna help doing that. That's fine.
Okay.
That's good actually. And that's incredibly tactical gameplay. You want that type of stuff at your game table.
LCC.
That's not cheese at all.
LCC is saying the biosystem's hardened, but nothing else is. You need to get Borgware hardened shielding to harden it.
Oof. You probably want to go get that.
Yeah, I think we need to fix that.
Nah.
That's pretty funny, but if you're technically shutting down the muscle system and skeleton.
I think it does the exact same thing that it does otherwise, which is just lower the body.
Well, that's where they get their body from. 0 body. Oh no.
Well, you got all these other things.
If you're dropping
where they get their
tens of thousands of eddies. If you're dropping tens of thousands of eddies on a body like that, you need to buy some hard stuff yourself then. But yeah, we'll take a look
buy
at
hardware shielded.
But
I doubt people actually run that without that.
We are now fully caught up all the way up to your trip to Scotland. So I think this is a good stopping point. But yeah.
Fantastic.
We have pretty much now wrapped a good bit of this up. We've hit our first hour. I'm not going to let this go over into 2 like we did before. We will see y'all. Oh, I cannot do next week. I'm doing a thing. I cannot talk about the thing. They find out about the thing later, though.
They find out about the thing later.
They find out about the thing later.
The thing.
Things.
I don't know what we're talking about. I've been in a writing hole.
I know you've been in a writing hole. You have been in a writing hole. This is what I put off 2 weeks ago.
Us not doing this the last couple of Fridays has probably increased the size of Solo Fortune 2045 by at least 7 pages. So I know you've been missing us, but you're going to get something for it.
But yeah, it's so what can I say? So I do have to say, if y'all get the chance to, we are absolutely shocked at how well this went. Single player mode. I cannot thank y'all enough for how successful you've made this book. And I'm not joking. When I got my printed copy in, I couldn't help but laugh because it's actually bigger than some 2020 books. Like here, like it's
damn good, isn't it?
It's good. It's like what, 60 pages of tables? Like that's literally it with Wildside. It blows my mind. Wildside's a good book too. But yeah, again, thank y'all for making this for lack of a better term, a fucking hit. It's given us some good ideas. We'll put it that way. You can find this over on Drive2RPG. Ow. And mine's a premium print copy. But you can also get just the straight digital version for cheap, on the cheap. Either way, we're all done here. We're going to go ahead and start heading out. It has been a heck of a week. I have another live stream to do. And I'm sure people will find that about soon. Yeah, wish me luck. I will catch you all later. You think you're going to go outside? Don't say you touch grass. People need to think we're complete shut-ins. What are you doing?
It's autumn. It's autumn. I think I'm going to touch an orange leaf.
Is it autumn?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm going to go find one of the leaves that have turned orange and touch it.
You may find a leaf in Seattle with that. All right, guys. Catch y'all later.